everybody, it's just Candy, aka Brown Eyed Girl 69. How y'all doing? Well, I'm out and about today, so forgive me if I don't look at the phone, but I think I got my camera set up enough to where y'all can see me. Been listening to some music, been doing some exercise. Today I got out and about and walked around my block, ran a couple errands, paid my rent, ate some pretty healthy food, and then I decided to come to Norman and get me a Dutch Brothers. Woo-woo! I know they're not paying me to promote their product. I'm just a very big Dutch Brothers fan. The first Wednesday of every month, they give out a sticker. And I forgot about it. Actually, I woke up this morning, I was like, well, you know what? Today's the first Wednesday of July. I bet you Dutch Brothers is giving out stickers. So I decided to go ahead and come up here and get a drink and just get out of the house, you know. I don't know what my kids are doing. I tried to talk to my daughter yesterday, but she was over at a friend's house that she'd reconnected with recently that had some good news. And so I really hope that, you know, my daughter and her friend stay sort of connected this time, this go around, because there for a while they weren't really talking on the regular, and that really hurt my daughter a lot, I think, you know. But anyway, so I didn't get to see my daughter or grandkids or anything last night, and I haven't got to see them yet today, but it's still early. It's only 3:20 in the afternoon. I'm cruising home, the back roads. My gas stinger just went off, basically letting me know that I've got so many miles to empty. And I thought about it while I was in town. I thought about going and getting gas in town, but then I seen the price of gasoline in town in Norman, which isn't that far from my home, from where I live. And the price of gasoline there is outrageous. It's over $3. Now let's see what it is in this small town here. This is Noble. They got it currently set at $2.98. Well, I have the Love's app, and I can go to Love's in Purcell and show my app and save 10 cents a gallon. So if it saves me less than $2.98, that's cool. And it'll probably be that. It probably will be that. Anyways, I was going to make a video because I've been having a lot of thoughts lately. A lot of epiphanies. And I don't really know where to start in certain things. And there's certain things that I'm thinking, you know, is it even necessary that I speak about these things? Or if that's just more of a personal kind of thing. But I'm having epiphanies. I think about why certain things have happened to me throughout my life. And I'm discovering more things about me. My tantric and my tantric soulmate, it's all me. I get searched forever and ever and ever outside of myself for happiness, but true happiness comes from within. And being content with what you have and grateful for what you have. These are things that I've been pondering on lately. Pondering on the ideals of the fact that I'm just working to pay my bills, but you know what? I got a roof over my head. I got food in my belly. I got a vehicle I can drive. I'm provided for. I might not have all this money to go out and buy and spend frivolous items. Like today, I just spent $7 on that drink. It's a medium-sized drink. And I spent $7 on that drink. There's some people out there that come and buy these drinks every day. It doesn't matter from what corporation they buy them from. It's just the fact that they're spending that kind of money every day on a drink. You know, $7 a day, that's $50 a week. That's like $200 a month. I don't have that kind of money. So to me, get a drink like this is a luxury. It's a reward, you know? Because I think it makes you appreciate things more when you don't have them on the daily, you know? I know this is probably late time coming because I always seem to get in on the end of things, trends or whatever, popularity of certain people throughout the media, or, you know, social media content sites, whatever. I've been watching a lot of this guy named Mr. Beast. I'm sure a lot of you've heard of him. I've been watching a lot of his videos lately. And needless to say, some of his stuff was pretty interesting, you know, some of the challenges that he's done himself, some of the challenges that his friends have done, challenges from people that were like total strangers. They were just subscribers to his or whatever, you know, that wrote in to, you know, say they wanted to be a competitor in one of his challenges or whatever. And I'm just like watching this stuff, and it just makes me think that, you know, if I was to be one of those types of people to win buttloads of cash, what would I do with it? Would I squander it away on myself? Or would I do something to try to help, say, my local area, my local community, since that's where I live, you know? So I'd probably do something in my state, you know, a charity in the state, and do some stuff with some local things in my area as well. Not necessarily my town of Purcell, or but just the surrounding small community. Maybe McLean County. That's the county I live in. That's another thing is I don't have a fear of anything anymore when it comes to certain things. I'm starting to learn by watching a lot of these challenges and stuff. I ask myself, man, would I be able to do that? And then I find myself searching inside myself for the answer, you know, if I would do that, and if I did it, why would I do it? Because in some of these challenges, these people are giving ways out, and they have to give up a portion of their money. Them redoing roads, that's one thing you know, here in Oklahoma, they always doing some sort of construction. Just so they can say that, you know, they're spending the taxpayers' dollars on infrastructure or whatever. Here it is the day before a holiday and nobody's out, you know. It's like, whatever. I'm just probably rambling on, actually. But no, watching these challenges leads one to ask oneself if they could do it, you know. And some of these challenges I wouldn't be able to do. Some of those challenges I probably would have spent some of my final earnings or final prize money on some things to have some sort of luxury. But like there's some that were like kind of more of a mind kind of thing. Like he did this one challenge where there was these people start out, I think 10 of them, and only one won $250,000, and it was like a laser game, you know, so it was kind of cool. But what really blows me away is this guy, Mr. Beast, always spends all this amount of money on these elaborate sets to do these challenges on. that are then destroyed and gone forever, you know. Now, I have seen some videos where the guy's helping out, you know, and building homes for people and helping out communities, etc., etc. So he is giving back, you know. But I asked myself, what would I do if I had a, you know, big wad of cash, and I already know my answer. And so it's probably why life keeps me humbled. Keeps me in the position that it keeps me in, because the last time I had access to an abundant amount of cash was back in the latter part of 2020 into the latter part of 2021. When I was on unemployment from the, you know, spamdemic, whatever that thing was going around, CV-19. I got unemployment because of that. I collected it for like a year and a half, and I had to wait, I think it was like 22 weeks for my first check. And I applied for it like in April of 2020, and I didn't get my first check until it was like October 5th of 2020. So it was like 22 weeks, but it was like they sent me all that back pay, and it was like $12,000 and some odd change, you know, for somebody who basically hadn't been living inside, I should say, for very long, and getting back up on her feet, to having nothing, and still basically had nothing, to having that kind of cash. Well, I said, you know what, I'm going to go live my best life that I can live, you know, because you only get one life to live, so why not? So I did what I wanted to do with that, and I traveled around for like 5 months, and mainly on the east coast of the country, or east side of the country. I never went up really far north. There was only a couple of states that I would say were more like a mid states, you know, but I've been to a total of like 22 states altogether. And I would say the majority of all those states that I've been to are down in they're not along the Canadian borderline. Basically, I haven't been to any of the states that border the Canadian border. Yeah, that's it. I haven't been to any states that border the Canadian border. But I traveled around with that money, but I blew a lot of money too. A lot of that was due to the fact that I got caught up in believing that I needed this, I needed that, you know. I got caught up into believing that I needed things. And I got caught up into, I say it's new age, but I got caught up in this, you know, way of thinking that's sort of going on right now. And also looking back and reflecting on things lately, I'm starting to see that I definitely don't follow the crowd. I've always been a nonconformist, even back to the times of me being a small child. I've always been a nonconformist. And it's not that I don't want to go along to get along, because I've done a lot of that in my life, you know. But I'm 55 years old now. I don't have time to put up with a bunch of nonsense, you know. And I think that might be one reason why I choose self-isolation to a certain extent. I think I've been hurt a lot in my life, so I don't trust a lot of people. And it seems like the ones I do end up trusting are the ones that wind up doing me dirty. It's so weird. So I think there's just that part of me that doesn't want to even, you know, really try, because of the fact that I'm just, you know, automatically assuming that I'm gonna, they're gonna end up dying. They're gonna end up leaving me. They're gonna end up abandoning me somehow, some way. And see, I do have those issues. My parents didn't abandon me. Well, I was abandoned, I guess you could say. I was given up for adoption, you know. But I probably felt that, you know, in my being, even as a small child. I knew something wasn't right, something wasn't kosher with the way it should be. And by the age of 5, I had my answer that I was adopted. So I would really say from the age of 5 going on, you know, knowing that I was adopted, knowing I was different, knowing that I wasn't related to any of these people that were assigned family titles, you know, like grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, cousins, aunts, uncles, all that. None of these people were blood related to me one iota. And some of these family members, you know, treated me like normal, I guess, like a normal family member. But some didn't, you know. Some sort of made me feel like I stood out and that I wasn't a part of the clan, you know. And even in school, I always stood up for the underdog, you know. I always stood up for the ones that other people picked on. I wasn't going to join in on that nonsense, you know. Well, I made it back to my small town. I've got 25 miles left empty on my gas tank. I probably got about $70 to my name. And that's before I put gas in the car. I'll probably only squirt about $10 or $15 in there, to be honest with y'all. So, yeah, if anybody wants to hit me up and help me out on my Cash App, it's Brown-Eyed Girl 69. But yeah, I've just been doing a lot of self-reflecting the last few days and listening to other points of view and perspectives on different subject matters, and trying not to get caught up in hype of lamestream media trends, etc., etc. You know, I don't know how else to explain it. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I should have pulled over there to pump. Is that what it is? And that's 100% gas. I don't want that. No, I'm gonna have to wait it out. Yeah. I guess that makes it all. He said, baby, I ain't got enough gas. Funny, I just sang that I ain't got enough gas. Well, let's see. Well, my vape's dead, so no more of that. Anyways, I was just sharing y'all my day, so y'all have a good afternoon, and I'll check with y'all later.